Rusty McGibbon here with one of the new partners with the ACHA, BladeTech Hockey, and I'm joined with Jeff Azzolin, one of the co-founders of BladeTech Hockey. Jeff, thanks for being with us. Thanks so much for being a partner with the ACHA and being here this year in person, coming down from Toronto.
Yes.
Tell me about BladeTech Hockey and kind of the start and how you got to today.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We're very excited to partner with the ACHA. So how we started was actually a school project, funny enough. Started in 2012, University of Waterloo. They said invent something, design something, fabricate something. And I thought, hey, in hockey, there's only two pieces of performance equipment. It's the stick and the skates.
Right.
Everything else is protective.
Right.
And on skates, there was a $100 skate, a $200 skate, all the way up to a $1,000 skate. And the only differences were in the boot. The holder was the same, the steel was the same. So I said, how do I do something between the holder and the steel relationship to actually add performance there? And that's where BladeTech was born. So we have a spring-loaded technology. The blade can spring up into the holder, like a very stiff hockey stick or a stiff diving board.
Yeah.
It'll help launch and spring back and propel you, making you go not only faster, but also feel like you ran on grass for an hour versus running on concrete for an hour. You're not gonna have the knee problems.
Sure.
So it's less injuries and more speed, so it's a real no-brainer.
How did the brainchild come about? You have an engineering background, is that correct?
Yeah, so I took mechanical engineering. I've always played, rep hockey, rep soccer, some lacrosse, some volleyball, football, so I've really just loved sports.
Right.
Watching the Olympics in the late 90s and early 2000s, speed skating came out with what's called the clap skate. And world records were just obliterated when this clap skate came out. Like usually in the Olympics, the world record's here and sometimes it gets right up to it or touched or just barely broken. Speed skating, it was obliterated with this new technology called the clap skate. It was a spring-loaded blade. I said, how can I bring that technology, those similar physics, those similar principles to hockey? And that's what we did here with BladeTech.
Yeah. I mean, in your wildest dreams, did you ever think that you were going to, take something that you loved in hockey, the Canadian pastime, and your educational background in mechanical engineering and morph it into a job?
So, the goal, I think we've surpassed our initial goals for sure.
Yeah.
At first I was like, this could be a really good hobby. This could be a part-time job, something I do for some special guys on the weekend. And then it started becoming, oh, this is really booming. I need this to be a full-time job, to now we have 5 of us working. So we got full-time employees now, we're building our own little empire, and now we have much higher goals at becoming a performance hockey company. So right now we're a blade company, we're looking at being a hockey performance company and delving into some other products as well, and using our wisdom, our experience, and our technology to help out in other areas.
So walk us through just the picture you have here,
Sure.
And then maybe you can kind of show us as well on the skate.
Perfect. So on the picture here, it's really hard, it might be a little bit tough to see, but the blade can flex up into the holder, and it's gonna do this right on this front third. So essentially underneath the balls of your feet and forward, we'll have this little notch right here, this little cutout, and you can see that same cutout is shown in all of our steel right here.
Okay.
So what's gonna happen is the blade will be normal and rigid and static, the back 2/3. The front third will act like that stiff diving board, like a stiff hockey stick with that spring. So when you press that in like that, the blade will snap into the skate, and then it'll release on your final toe push off, giving you that speed boost and making you go faster.
So tell us about the products that you offer, basically in terms of steel for skates.
So we offer our stainless steel, it's a mirror finish, it's a great product. We offer then our diamond black coated, so it's a diamond black coating that we can add on top of that steel there. Then we also have, as you can see here, a nice gold diamond option as well. Similar to if you go to Home Depot and you buy drill bits.
Yeah.
Usually you'll see they're black or gold coated on those cutting threads.
Yes.
It's a wear resistant coating that just keeps these edges way sharper for way longer. You don't have to sharpen them as much. The cool thing is we can add engraving. We can even do some ceramics. So for alumni, special nights, charity events, we can do some special ceramic creations as well, where literally anything is possible. You draw it up on a napkin and we'll produce it and make it look all special for you.
Do you feel that the quality of materials are used, in the long run, people will save on sharpening because you guys are using high quality materials?
Correct. You might spend a little bit more up front, like it might be 10-15% more up front, but you might save that back literally in your first or second month, depending how often you're playing.
Right.
So instead of sharpening once a week, if you can go to once or twice a month, you're cutting your sharpenings in half. That saves up a lot of money from mom and dad's pocket, their gas bill and their time. Time's important too, right? If you actually look at how much time, even if your shop's 10 minutes away, you're 10 minutes there, 10, 20 minute wait, 10 minutes back, you only spent an hour, right? So time is valuable and we can help save with that.
So how do you think you're partnering with the ACHA and 12,000 student athletes. Tell me about how you think this could impact those student athletes.
Yeah, so most of these student athletes, they're at such a high level. They're bringing 2, 3, 4 backup sticks. The interesting thing with blades now is now that blades are very easily replaceable, these players are having 2, 3, 4 pairs of backup blades.
Yeah.
They're wanting them all sharpened. They come out to these big tournaments. If they have a nick or a ding or lose an edge, they can't not turn left for the rest of the tournament or not turn right for the rest of that tournament. They slap in their other pair of blades. So that's where we can come in and help them. So with our partnership, we have some heavily discounted pricing where if they're going to buy steel anyways, they might as well come and get it from us. We're going to be a better quality steel at a better price point, so we can just help the students. So we're really excited to do that.
So we do want to tell you guys, BladeTech has partnered with the ACHA. There is some special pricing. To find out about the special pricing, would they go to your website?
Yeah, so you can check out BladeTechHockey.com. You can go to contact us and just fire us a quick email saying, hey, here's the team that I play with. We're pretty much somewhere between 35 to almost 50% off.
Wow.
Depending if it's just an individual player buying, or if we can actually just do a whole team deal, do it all at once, do a big bulk shot, save on the shipping and kind of combine everything. So we're going to be about 35 to 50% off for you guys. So if you need steel, definitely give us a holler or have your coach. Or if you have an equipment manager, an athletic trainer, you guys can combine everything with your orders. It'll help you out.
Stupid question. Any trouble getting this shipped across the border?
No, we ship across the border every day.
Okay, yeah.
So every day we do about 100 packages.
Okay.
Out of that 100, maybe 25, 30 are within Canada.
Okay.
So we're in Toronto, and the other 75, 80 are within the States. So we pretty much every day ship to almost every single state.
Tell me a little bit about, and I don't want you to mention names or teams,
Sure.
You guys have made some penetration in the NHL.
Correct.
Tell me a bit about that.
So we actually started in 2016, and we first went to the NHL. We said, how do we get this product validated? So we sent every NHL equipment manager emails and said, hey, who wants to try some samples?
Yeah.
So we sent out samples to all these different teams. They started using the products and they said, hey, these guys are liking it. They feel that extra pop. They feel that extra performance and that whip at the end of their stride, and they are going faster. And then some of these teams are also reporting through their equipment staff, not only are they having less breakages, but they're having less sharpens. So these equipment guys who are sharpening nonstop all day long, to save them some time is important. But then on the kinesiology side, the athletic trainers, they're saying, hey, some of these guys, they have knee problems, they're not complaining anymore.
Yeah.
They're recovering faster. Sure, they go sit in the ice bath, or sure, they go still do all these different things that they do, but their bodies are feeling way better using your blades.
Yeah.
And that's why I say to everyone, it feels like running on grass versus running on concrete. You have that little spring, it just takes off some pressure from your knee. And essentially, what we're doing is we're sucking up useless vertical energy.
Right.
When you stomp down in the ice, a lot of that energy is useless and it's wasting your knee. We're going to suck that up in the spring. We're going to give that back at the end of your stride when you press off, and your leg is in a more horizontal stance and give you useful horizontal energy, making you faster.
Is it true that with a set of blades very similar to these, Bobby Orr may be back with the Bruins for the playoffs?
Yeah, we're trying to get him under contract.
Right.
He's asking a pretty high price though. We're looking at Gretzky as well.
There you go,
a couple others.
Good.
But no, definitely, we've actually had some funny conversations. So we had Shane Doan actually for his last few years in the league.
Yeah.
And we met him in Arizona, and he was a great guy.
Yeah.
I just love the guy. Good character, and just a humble, down to earth guy. Shane comes up to us and he goes, Jeff, you have to stop selling these blades. I go, Shane, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm wearing them. I want the advantage. I don't want anyone else to have the advantage.
Right.
It's like, I'm getting older, I only got another year or two left. So it's kind of funny. So some guys do kind of look at that aspect as well and say, hey, I do want to come back, or I want to be the only guy, or can I get 1 or 2 more years?
Yeah,
so,
good. Well, this is Jeff Azzolin, BladeTechHockey.com, new partner with the ACHA. And again, check out their website, BladeTechHockey.com, for exclusive pricing for the ACHA. Jeff, thanks so much for partnering, and thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Good to meet you. Thank you.
Thanks.